state-level tribute paid to slain Commando Jawan Pukram Ranbir alias Nauba, who died in line of duty during attacks by Kuki militants. Violence erupted again in Kwakta area of Bisnupur district today as Kuki militants opened fire, leaving one commando attached to Bisnupur police injured. Kuki militants opened fire towards farmers who were working at Langol Taubi paddy field in Fubala, Bisnupur district. One farmer sustains bullet injury. Irate mob torches two vehicles loaded with household items allegedly taken out from abandoned houses in Haukip Veng, Imphal East district. And Khwaramban Imakaithel Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace Manipur holds Women's Convention aimed to bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. State-level tribute was paid to slain Commando Jawan Pukram Ranbir alias Nauba today. He died in line of duty during attacks by Kuki militants last evening. Late Jawan Ranbir was stationed at the bunker of Manipur Police Commando at Kwakta, Ward number 9, Moirang Turel Mapal in Bisnupur district, which was attacked by armed Kukis. Family and friends took the late Jawan's body from the smoke to 1st Manipur Rifles Manipur Police Marches Memorial Campus, where a solemn ceremony with gun salute by 1st MR personnel was held in his honor. Minister Haj Dingo, MLA T. Haj Santi, M. Rameshwar, Manipur DGP, top officers of Manipur Police and Central Forces were among those who paid homage to the martyred Jawan. He is survived by his wife and a baby girl.
I can mar to give you when the miner under mat to give it a love company. I don't Pow in the higher
Prazagi the Mactani, other man and Makuta Kulai Paraga, Kuki Single, Lambata Brido, Man and Lebaki the Mactani, man of Toy Tagi Pedo, Imamayam Nane, Mag the Macta Harauri Bane. I sang as he was a Labaki the Mactani.
Press release from Kanglaipak Kanbalup KKL condoles the demise of its active member Mayangbam Ricky Maite, who was shot dead by Kuki militants at Kwakta yesterday. Armed Kukis re-attacked Kwakta area in Bisnupur district today, leaving one commando attached to Bisnupur district police injured. The injured commando is 42-year-old Kambam Rameshwar from Yairipo, Khoirom, Khonjin. He sustained injury on his left leg and is getting treatment at Ras Medicity in Imphal. Commando Rameshwar, who was on duty, he sustained injury on his left leg and is getting treatment at Ras Medicity in Imphal. Commando Rameshwar was on duty when Kuki militants reportedly launched the attack using sniper guns. It may be recalled that one student and one commando attached to Bisnupur district police were killed in firing attacks by armed Kukis yesterday. State forces counterattack and shot around 4 Kuki militants. State force and Kuki militants engaged in indiscriminate firings and bombings continued following the death of the command. A farmer sustained bullet injury in attacks by armed cookies upon farmers who were working at Langol Taubi paddy field in Pubala of Bishnupur district this morning at around 9 a.m. Injured farmer is 43-year-old Yumnam Ranjan. He sustained bullet injury on his thigh. After getting first aid at Bishnupur district hospital, Ranjan was rushed to Ras Medicity in Imphal. Local farmers said they resumed agricultural activities at Langol Taubi area after being assured by security forces that it was safe. Yumnam Babu, another farmer who rescued injured Ranjan and took him to Ras Medicity, said personnel of Sikh regiment also joined the firing.
We went to work in our paddy field after being assured by Sikh regiment personnel deployed in the area that it was safe. But firing started and even the Sikh regiment personnel joined the firing. First we didn't know he was shot. Upon knowing, we went to pick him, but we were shot at by personnel of Sikh regiment. This was between 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. I carried the injured farmer on my back and brought him out of the paddy field amid the shooting.
Meanwhile, Lomi Sinmi Kanbalup Imphal West demands Chief Minister and Birain to provide security to ensure safe agricultural activities in foothills and periphery of the state. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Secretary of Lomi Sinmi Kanbalup Kuraizam Ram said farmers are unable to carry out paddy cultivation amid attacks from armed miscreants. He expressed worry that Manipur will face a food crisis if the present situation continued. He also demanded government to ensure availability of adequate fertilizers.
July tang ahum sida honorable chief minister na chair logduna singya tamyada lo pan ba yadana leiriba singa se security patrolling chalalaga low si uhangani haidana hairiba si gi mahutta low si honorable chief minister na government side ki low si urani haidana dipathona lok thopiu si ni low wai si labuk te chatpa matamda koi yahoba ga pung mari dagi koi low su ba chatka doribni low pan ba chatka doribni aduna matam sida makoi gi patrolling lakpa laktaba si matam ngai ba ngamoi dabani na mafam juda koi chatpa ngamoi.
Irate locals torched two vehicles which were loaded with household items allegedly taken out from abandoned houses in Haukip Veng, Imphal East district last night. The incident took place at around 9 p.m. near Mahabali Road. According to locals, they received a tip-off that some people along with security forces were taking away household items from the burnt houses in Haukip Veng, and as they stopped the vehicles which came loaded with household items and were interrogating the drivers, sounds of gunshots were heard, and in the heat of the moment, people burned down one car and one Tata DI. A team of Manipur police fired tear gas cells to disperse the mob, while a team of Manipur Fire Service doused the fire. Committee of Forwards Club Thongju and Apunba Mairapaibi Lup Thongju, along with Mairapaibis of Kakwan Narim Laikai and Kanchipur, took out protest demonstrations by burning the photos of all 60 state MLAs, MPs, Governor, Prime Minister, Home Minister and Defence Minister near Manipur University Gate today. Protesters raised slogans against their inefficiency as leaders of the state and the entire country. Protesters later took out a public rally from Kanchipur till Singzamai parking. All Manipur Veterinary and Animal Husbandry, Agri, Labor, Casual Workers Union today organized a sit-in at Lamboy Konangkong against the atrocities by armed Kuki militants. Speaking on the sidelines, General Secretary of the union, T. Gunindro, said Kuki militants are not only killing innocent civilians, but they are also targeting livestock.
Kuki militants singna Misam Praja Singh Harpati and Doctana, some Zeraba, Shumana Lizadaba, Haidiba, Sanga Sing to Hasalaka, Atamna never Harpa Moinaco, Mamangusum Amadum, Equin Ugari Mams to come bigger. Adu City Equi Amtina Penza of Haidare, Aduna Saga, Equi Mu, Marim Lena to Tadakidori, Hanegi Punsiron, Yamanu Shiva, Atuba, Tainegi, Haitareko, Muiba, Magas Hamagin Shiva Marido, Madu Tadataba, Amadi, Hani Mahusagi Punsidam, England Single Laser Pantamdo, Adumino, and Zanimagi, Nasigi me from 7.
Khwaramban Ima Kaitel Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace Manipur held a women's convention today with an aim to restore peace and normalcy in the state. The convention was held at Iboyaima Shumang Lila Sanglen in Palace Compound, Imphal. Kabui Mothers Association Secretary Ranjita Golmai, Sanalibag Daily Editor Hemanta Ningombam, Head of Law Department, Manipur University, Professor Premananda, DM College of Arts Principal Sihait Silaramani, and Social Scientist Dr. Dhanabir Laishram were the resource persons. Speaking at the functions, Professor Premananda said public should set a deadline and urged Manipur legislators to approach Centre for immediate intervention to resolve the prevailing crisis.
Aduna separate mission period either schedule the Pido Rivera, Nataga, Akuhan, separate mission laser ko. Aku Hilera committee laser, autonomous district council, laser in the 71, 72. Other power and the Pisalaga, Taudu River, can only talk to fair, can only be there with Ram. Pido in Island never go. Move separate mission, Piano, Agama Kanokanda, Aku history is a pattern in their woman, the Wari channel. I could put a levinar Pony, separate Mrs. Dakala, peaceful coexist, the leggings they could say, move the higher. Adu the PLO doing it. Maran later, I couldn't play Kagapia, no separate administration, no one administration of Manipur. Adu the Suntown, but the Maran the table to do. Adu the banner go with Polau Goeva. Polau plus Maran the Kaleo. Historical base of over history. Adama democratic.
Social activist Ningthauza Lancha slams official reports which negated presence of Kuki militants in hill areas during combing operations. He asks if Assam Rifles are firing towards civilians at foothills and periphery if there are no Kuki militants. Ningthauza Lancha was speaking at a public meeting on Manipur integration organized by Peace and Integrity Committee Kiamgai at Lainingthau Kagemba Macha Ibungo Laibung in Kiamgai today. The committee is formed by various clubs in Kiamgai area. Taking part at the meeting, convener of Peace and Integrity Committee Kiamgai Chingtham Meghachandra urged all the CSOs, Mairapaibi groups and various organizations in the valley to strive together for safeguarding the state's integrity. He also drew the attention of Union Minister of State for External Affairs towards the inconveniences facing sportspersons of Manipur due to closure of the passport Seva office at Old Assembly Road in Imphal. BJP Manipur Pradesh says the Congress party should give a response on the present aggression by illegal immigrants if Kuki militants had abided to ground rules when the party was in power. Speaking to media at Thambal Sanglen in Imphal today, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sarda called it unfortunate that BJP and the party-led government have been blamed for not doing anything to resolve the present unrest. During yesterday's meeting called by 10 like-minded political parties, including the Congress party. A. Sarda said political parties which are dedicated, serve the public, should not make irresponsible comments which show ignorance about state issues like influx of illegal immigrants, drugs issues and illegal poppy cultivations. She maintained both BJP and BJP-led government is working relentlessly to bring normalcy in the state. She also accused the Congress of trying to hide past misdeeds of party leaders Okram Ibobi and Gaikangam. Replying to media inquiry, A. Sarda said BJP national leaders are considering every necessary actions against the 7 BJP MLAs who are demanding a separate administrations.
Makoina ground rule do ngakna chatlammi haiba wafam do madumak kadai bhau yongna chumma bage haiba se Manipur gi prajana sakhi oibiu maramdi makoi gi ground rule duna duk yam chumna chatlaga karigi damakta illegal immigrants mayam sing amana ngasi Manipuri singda landara ibano haiba se Congress na masigi pawum pigadabane Haujiki separate administration taliba adugumba MLA singdugi tawpham thokpa process aikoi national party ama oina national gi leaders sing na madugi process adumak tawri aikoina aikoi gi party gi leaders sing da aikoi process tawre aikoi makoi da tawam thokpa koi process tawi aikoi hana wari sabam thokpa makoi da loina mak sare haujik national gi leaders sing na madugi makha tawa action process tawrakadam.
Meanwhile, CPI and CPIM MPs questioned the BJP double-engine government if its measures to resolve Manipur crisis had failed. 5 MPs of CPI and CPIM who are on Manipur visit to assess the prevailing issue held a press meet at Irawat Bhavan in Imphal today. Speaking to media, Rajya Sabha MP from CPIM B. Bhattacharya slammed Prime Minister Narendra Modi for not uttering even a single word on Manipur crisis till date. He asks if the centre was playing divide and rule policy in Manipur. He also termed it as unfortunate that people in Manipur are losing their trust from central security forces amid the grim situations.
Had the central government been prompt and active, had the central government moved with the basic concept of unity of people and immediately stepped in and to restore the displaced persons from the relief camp to their original position and start negotiating with the whole communities and encourage them to live peacefully, and whatever the other larger demands that could be sorted out after proper deliberations, which the central government did not do. That's our feeling.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Forum for Restoration of Peace Manipur holding a public meeting with an aim to bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. So keep watching Impact News.
Welcome to UNACO College Kongman, a co-educational college affiliated.
Had the central government been prompt and active.
Welcome to UNACO College Kongman, a co-educational college affiliated to Manipur University, offering BA, BAc courses. Regular classes with continuous evaluation, high-end technology-aided teaching, transportation, hostel and paying guest facilities at nominal cost are available. Session begins on 31st July 2023. Registration and admission is continuing.
Cancer gumba aruba laina layengba achauba singnaba amani. Infrastructure matik chana leiramde. Trevi Hospital Langol Laimanaida Manipur gi ahanba Cancer Super Specialist DM Medical Oncologist amasung Manipur gi ahanba Surgical Oncology Degree Holder leiraba loinana anoba facility kaya pibata natana AB PMJAY amadi CMHTM panel tauraba hospital ni. Adongi haksel gidamak Trevi Hospital na lepli.
HSLC exam da 10 position tadna maths amasung higher maths da 100 fangna subject topper oibang ngamjaki kumna makasi sir again ITC gi founder na hotna birakpadagi ni amadi ITC gi oza mayamna
ITC coaching center da chalubung tamdagi atai tuition mayamna pulap lepaga maslam matam pan muda pra lai awar pa lai gramina kayam chakida
sir again amasung well qualified oza sing di guidance makada aina foundation yauzo hujaki study material piraki baduna ingona kana bafangki test obiki revision matam da su question ki bank amju pb oza sing da
ITC China Jajibo, Automatic, Laila Sugi Maramda, Mating Pangiraki.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Forum for Restoration of Peace Manipur held a public meeting today with an aim to bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. People from Meitei, Pangal and Gorkha communities and Naga leaders took part in the meeting held at Lilong Haurebi College. Speaking on the sidelines, FRPM convener Asang Kasar slammed both state and central governments for failing to end prevailing conflicts between two communities even after more than 2 months. He said the prevailing crisis is affecting all the communities in the state and not just the two communities in conflicts. He stressed that the crisis has affected the state's economy and agricultural activities, among others. Asang said it is time for all peace-loving people in both hills and valley to vouch for a return of peace and normalcy in the state. He also urged the Kuki community to have democratic dialogue with both centre and state government regarding their demands. Asang demanded the government to hold a meeting with all CSOs and stakeholders at the earliest, failing which, he said, it will be considered that the government is not in favor of restoring peace in the state. Similar public meetings will be held in various parts of Manipur with an aim to spread the message of peace.
Kuki singso nohoi so amtang akhoi mi oibanena amtang phada biyo ngasi awaba tariba punamak se nohoi khakta nate moi khakta nate akhoi punamak ni aduga nohoi gi ichi naw kaya micham praja kaya su awaba taraga leiribani maduna noina apamba demand tawningba demand ado India gi manungda leibanina Constitution of India leibanina madugi democratic form da demand tawbiraga peace dialogue tawbiraga chathabiraga akhoi table conference tawraga reason together tawraga aphabada dialogue tawraga aphaba lomda puraglaga akhoi nungsi chana na hingmina se akhoi forum for restoration of peace na akhoi request tawjari appeal tawjari akhoi adugumba democratic form da demand tawdadana solution purakpadudi kadongoi da su hayeng solution phangla karan da su peaceful leiroi habise akhoi forum for restoration.
In view of prevailing crisis in the state, Kangleipak Students Association KSA urges authorities of private schools not to take tuition fees for the month of May and July from students. Press release from KSA also appreciates announcement of private schools to provide free education to displaced students. International Peace and Social Advancement IPSA Jiribam branch members observed the 8th death anniversary of Lamjing Maira Sapam Robin Hood at IPSA office in Babupara of Jiribam district. Representatives of Maira Paibi and student bodies paid floral tributes to the late martyr. Lining Thau Sanamahi Temple Board members led by Vice President Bidyapati along with many priests and priestesses began 3-day religious rituals seeking peace and normalcy in Manipur. On the first day today, prayers were offered at the sacred Haibok Ching. Tomorrow, devotees will offer prayers at Chingkai Ching and at Funan Ching on Monday. Kakching MLA Mayanglambam Rameshwar donates 50,000 rupees in order to purchase pump to draw water from Sengmai River in Kakching to irrigate Kakching, Wairi Awang Lokol and Mantak Lokol for this agricultural season. Speaking on the sidelines, MLA Rameshwar said farmers of Kakching are taking on their responsibilities and living up to the recent stake of being the rice bowl of Manipur. The MLA said he will strive towards constructing a dam over the Sengmai River in the near future in order to ensure regular supply of water. We, the Meitei Hosai Assam, extended financial help to violence-affected people through UNESCO Manipur. The association had already donated money for affected people on 2 earlier occasions. A journalist met with an accident after his car hit a cemented culvert which was kept in the middle of Thaubal Road yesterday at around 10 p.m. The accident took place between Thaubal Athopam Longkai and Arong Thong. The journalist is sub-editor of Sangai Express, Lenin Singh, who hails from Khangabok, Makhalaikai. He was returning home after work. The road was dark and he was driving his car on low beam headlamp. Lenin escaped unscathed, but his car was damaged. Earthquake measuring 3.3 magnitude on the Richter scale struck Ukhrul district in the wee hours today. As per the National Center for Seismology, the earthquake hit the district at around 12:14 a.m. today. There are no reports of destructions or damage or loss of lives. Now the sports news. Weightlifter Saiko Mirabai Chanu is gearing up for the coming World Championship and Asian Games. The 28-year-old Olympic silver medalist and world champion is undergoing a 65-day training under Dr. Aaron Horsik at St. Louis, USA. Saiko Mirabai will not take part in the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship to be hosted by Indian Weightlifting Federation at Greater Noida from July 12. But she is aiming to win again the champion title of World Championship, which begins on September 4 at Saudi Arabia's Riyadh. Mirabai is also aiming for her first Asian Games medal at the 19 Asian Games starting from September 23 at Hangzhou, China. Mirabai will compete in the 49 kg category at the Asian Games. Technical Officials Committee Manipur Badminton Association MBA Imphal is organizing a training program for badminton umpire on July 18 and July 19 at the MBA Indoor Stadium near DM University. Press release from MBA informs interested persons having knowledge of playing badminton to join the training program. Further details for the same could be collected from Chairman or Convener of Technical Officials Committee MBA. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. State-level tribute paid to slain Commando Jawan Pukram Ranbir alias Nauba, who died in line of duty during attacks by Kuki militants. Violence erupted again in Kwakta area of Bisnupur district today as Kuki militants opened fire, leaving one commando attached to Bisnupur police injured. Kuki militants opened fire towards farmers who were working at Langol Taubi paddy field in Phuwala, Bisnupur district. One farmer sustained bullet injury. Irate mob torches two vehicles loaded with household items allegedly taken out from abandoned houses in Haukip Veng, Imphal East district. And Khwaramban Imakaithil Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace Manipur holds Women's Convention aimed to bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. So have a great evening and stay safe.
K tutorial now made up